It's time for Fridays with AI, where we ask AI to rewrite Philly sports history. Every Friday, only on This Day in Philly Sports History.
That's right. It is time for Fridays with AI. It's Friday. We spent Fridays with AI, brought to you by Philly Goat. It's a great time to get the Philly Goat. Probably won't have an Eagle shirt in time for the opener, but get geared up for the season. Help Devin out, buy the Philly Fanatic shirt, get geared up for Red October. So much to look forward to. So go to Philly Goat for your Philly sports apparel needs and use that promo code Jim Montgomery to take 10% off your order. And take a minute this weekend. Go through, scroll through the website and see what they have to offer. But be sure to use that promo code Jim Montgomery. All right, so we've been doing the top 5 of the first 25 of the century. I had an idea yesterday, sitting in a meeting, and I'm like, you know what? This might be good. So had my conversation with AI, and I was pleased with the way it came out. When we did this with the Phillies earlier this summer, however, I was like, what if we took the top 14 Eagles teams of all time, put them in an NFL playoff style tournament, and let AI project who is really the best team in Eagles history? Like I said, to me, sentimentally, it's the 2017 team. Talent-wise, it was the 2024 team. So AI took about 5 minutes, was able to do it, spit out all the results, and here they are. So I seeded them 1 through 14. The odd numbers were on the left side of the bracket. The even numbers were on the right side. So that way it was sort of just like the NFL, told it to reseed after the first round, where the higher seed always played the lower seed. And here are the results. The first 2 teams got a bye, so that was the 2024 team and that 2017 team. I had them ranked just how I did in my list. So let's go to the wild card round. On the left side, the 2004 team beat the 1991 team. Donovan McNabb led the way, did not have a turnover against that 91 defense, and the lack of quarterback for that 91 team is really what did them in. The defense, like they did that whole time, kept it close. In the other wild card matchup, the 1948 NFL champions beat the 2009 team. Steve Van Buren runs wild all over that Eagles defense, and it just was not meant to be. So 1948 moves on. The 2008 team knocked out the Super Bowl NFC champion and Super Bowl bound 1980 team in overtime. Donovan McNabb led the way. David Akers kicked a field goal as time expires to tie it. And then Jason Avant took a slant across the middle in overtime for the game-winning touchdown. All right, let's move over to the right side. The 1949 team beat the 2018 Double Doink team. Defense led the way. That 1949 defense sacked Nick Foles 4 times and used the run game to just kind of win this game going away, controlled the clock, and it just was too much for Nick Foles and that team to handle. In this next matchup, the 2022 team beat the 2010 team. It was back and forth. It was a quarterback duel, Hurts versus Vick. It was an exciting game, but the offensive and defensive line on the 2022 team was the difference in this one. And then in the final wildcard matchup, the 1960 team beat the 2002 team, one of my favorites. It was a low-scoring defensive struggle, as you would imagine, but it was Chuck Bednarik stopping Deuce Staley on 4th and 2 inside the red zone to end the game. And that takes us to the divisional round. On the left side, the 2024 team beat the 2008 team. The defense just was outstanding. They shut down Brian Westbrook and were able to follow the script that they did all last year. Jalen Hurts with a deep ball to A.J. Brown. Then Saquon iced it with a long touchdown run as the 2024 team moves on. And then in the other divisional matchup, the 2004 team knocked out the 1948 team. The 2004 team was just too fast for the 1948 team who couldn't get the pass game going. So that defense got it done for the 2004 team. Over on the right side of the bracket, 2017 knocked out the 1960 team. The pass rush was just too much, and Nick Foles started to get some of that Nick Foles magic as he threw a touchdown pass on a screen to Corey Clement to ice it late in the game. Clement went 65 yards down the sideline. And then in the other divisional round, the 2022 team knocked out the 1949 NFL champions, pretty much dominant fashion. This was the first blowout, really, of the entire tournament. That 2022 team just had too much speed, and the defense just shut down Steve Van Buren. Brandon Graham and Hassan Reddick combined for 3 sacks as they move on to the conference championship. So then in the conference championship on the left side, it was the 2024 team taking on the 2004 team. This was a good game, back and forth. Jalen, though, converted a 4th and 3 on a quarterback draw and then hit Devontae Smith on a deep go route to give the 2024 team a 28-23 win. Jalen Hurts was the difference in this game, outplayed Donovan McNabb, came up huge in the fourth quarter to give the 2024 team the win. And then on the right side, it was the 2017 team taking on the 2022 team. 2017 wins 27-20. Patrick Robinson, kind of eerily similar to another conference championship pick 6, but got a big interception to take it deep into 2022 territory. Nick Foles hit Nelson Aguilar with the game winner late, and then the defense comes in and shuts down Jalen on a tush push to ice the game for the 2017 team. So that sets up our all Eagles era championship. No surprises here. The 2 Super Bowl winning teams are taking each other. Much to my chagrin, the 2017 team upset the 2024 team to win the championship. They jumped out early 10-0. The 2024 team was down 17-14 at halftime. And then the second half, the 2017 team opened it up in the third with a deep shot to Alshon Jeffrey to make it go up 10. Saquon answered right back, though, with a long run on the very next play. The 2-point conversion failed. That's going to be key coming up here at the end. Nick Foles then hit Zach Ertz inside the 20 to make it 31-20. Hurts came right back, though. It was just like punch and counterpunch. Came back with a bomb to A.J. Smith with 2 minutes left to make it 31-27, the 2017 team. The defense held. They got the ball back, but Fletcher Cox put pressure on Jalen Hurts on a 4th and long and forced an incomplete pass to ice the game. Nick Foles wins the MVP of the tournament. He caught fire late. I guess AI really likes that 2017 team. But had some fun with this. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on who would actually win if you threw the top 14 best Eagles teams of all time into a tournament? Who would win? Thoughts on that? Let me know what you got. But hit me up on the Back to the Future voice and text line. But that was Fridays with AI, brought to you always by Philly Goat. You go to phillygoat.com and use that promo code Jim Montgomery to take 10% off of your order. And by the way, I think I said the 2009 team. It was actually the 2008 or 1988 team. In my head, like I had it written, and I realized I just read it wrong. It was the 88 team, not the 2009 team. Because that 2009 team was the one Donovan's last year where they kind of folded down the stretch. That was the 88 team. As I'm thinking back, I'm like, that didn't make any sense. So always try to get it right here.